We really kind of get things going from a Lamar standpoint late into the second quarter. On a cold, windy day, there definitely seemed to be confidence in Monken, or from Todd Monken, I should say, in Lamar to be able to execute some of these downfield throwing concepts. So almost spread-ish type of attack. We're in 11 personnel, and I would call this dash. This seems to be a second quarter play for us. I don't really remember us running this early in games, nor do I remember us running it in the second half. So dash usually is indicated by the tight end, in this case Kolar, attacking the edge defender. Once again, that's Myles Murphy. And then you've got Tylan Wallace, kind of this bender out route, if you will, corner route, and then a deeper out by Zay Flowers. Lamar's going to loft that ball, obviously, over the top of the second-level defender. This is a Tampa 2. So I think you've got two high safety structure, and I think you've got a flat corner here. This, to me, looks like a Mike linebacker running, in between the field. That's the guy who really makes a Tampa 2 be a Tampa 3, a three-deep coverage that's just hidden inside of the name or the vernacular Tampa 2. So Lamar is threatening to the edge, and you've got a late route by the running back into the flats, and it really puts this guy, DJ Turner, in conflict, right? You've got Zay on this kind of deeper out concept to allow him to catch the football and get out of bounds, and then Rasheen Ali running into the flat, so you're high-lowing this defender. Most people these days call it dash. The old run and shoot used to have different names for it, semi-roll, sprint out type stuff. In any case, it's a second quarter play in most of the iterations where I feel like we've seen it in 2025. Didn't see this a ton from us in 2024. Lamar's obviously got oncoming defenders, two of them, in fact. Floats it over the top of the defenders. Maybe there's too much air put on this. I don't know. It ends up working out. From the end zone angle, it's kind of tough to say, when should we throw this football? Where should we throw it? Is Lamar actually trying to throw it down here to the sideline? I really don't think so, to be honest with you. And if you guys have listened to my content at all, not just this video, I'm not one to just go out of my way to apologize and defend Lamar Jackson. I'll give you the end zone angle. I feel like Lamar's trying to throw it back over that wrong shoulder almost intentionally. In any case, the dash concept, like I said, we are blocking or pinning down on that defensive end. In this case, it's Kolar who motioned off screen, and then he's going to walk back down on the defensive end. In addition, something to note about dash or even those old school run and shoot concepts. Normally, if you have, in this case, the offensive line's working to their left. They're working away from where Lamar Jackson is going. But oftentimes on these types of concepts, if you were going to step the tackle to the defensive end, talking about Myles Murphy, sometimes you would intentionally overset it. So you would intentionally flatten this out or overset it, I should say, such that you elicit or bait an inside move because you know where Lamar Jackson, the quarterback, is going. That's not the way that we're running it. That's not the way that most teams run it, to be honest with you. Normally you see this pin down by the tight end and then out in the flats by the running back. Like I said, in this case, it's Rasheen Ali. So Lamar's trying to throw it over the top of this defender. This is the high-low. Ali and then Flowers. Maybe Lamar should throw it more towards the sideline over the top of that corner. I'm not sure how they read it or what they teach it, obviously. But to me, it looks like the corner's reaction because of his width. You've got, I'm talking about the corner that's off screen right now for us. The off screen for us right now is DJ Turner, somewhere over here. I feel like Lamar is intentionally throwing this football to keep it away from him. Now you guys see him at this point. Again, you can think if you want that I'm just trying to defend Lamar Jackson overly. I'm just not sure that he's going to be able to get enough pace on that ball to throw it in a way that DJ Turner can't defend it if he intentionally puts it over here near the sideline. It worked out. Unfortunately, Zay Flowers took a huge hit, right? I think it's a great throw and a great play. It's a concept that we use a ton, typically when the ball is on the left hash.